I have this TV here, and as you can see, it's not receiving any signal. I'm checking the back, and the antenna port is empty. We need to build something to capture those digital waves. I'm taking an old broken phone charger. I'll use a utility knife to carefully pry it open and remove all the internal electronic components. We only need the plastic shell and the metal plug prongs for this project. I'll mark a spot on the top center of the casing. Using my drill, I'll make a hole right where I marked. This hole needs to be just large enough to fit our next component, so precision is key. Now, I'm grabbing an old bicycle inner tube. I'm going to cut out the metal valve stem. The rubber is tough, so I'll use some strong scissors to trim it all away until I'm left with just the threaded metal piece and its base. I'll use a paper cutter to clean up the remaining rubber on the valve stem. Then, I'll insert this stem into the hole I drilled in the charger casing, securing it tightly from the inside with its original nut. This will serve as a sturdy mount for our antenna. I need some wire. I'm taking a red and a black wire and using a lighter to carefully melt and remove a small section of the insulation at the ends. This exposes the copper for a solid electrical connection. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. I'll attach the stripped ends of the wires to the metal prongs inside the charger plug. A tight connection here is crucial for the signal to travel effectively. Then, I'll feed the wires out so they are accessible. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. I'm taking a telescopic antenna from an old radio. I'll connect the red wire securely to the base of this antenna. Next, I'll plug the antenna base through the hole I just drilled in the charger cover. To make sure everything stays in place and to add some insulation, I'm filling the top area with hot glue. This ensures the antenna won't wobble around. For the next part, I'm using an empty aluminum can. I'll drill a hole right in the bottom center. Then, using a utility knife and scissors, I'll carefully cut off the bottom of the can and trim it down into a neat little disc. This will act as a signal reflector. I'm sanding the edges of the aluminum disc to remove any sharp burrs. Then, I'll attach the black wire to this disc and mount it onto the side of the charger plug using a small nut. Now, let's make an induction coil. I'm taking a coaxial cable, and I'm stripping off the outer insulation to expose the solid copper wire. I will use a drill to tightly wrap the wire into a neat, coiled spring shape. This will help enhance signal reception. I will attach the insulation from the wire to the center of the valve with the aluminum disc on our assembly. Our main antenna unit is now complete. To connect this to the TV, I have a coaxial cable with a socket at one end. I'll strip the other end to expose the inner core and the braided outer sheath. I'll attach a right angle F connector to this prepared end. I'll wrap the connections tightly with electrical tape to prevent interference. I'll plug our homemade antenna assembly into the socket base. Here is our TV, and as you can see, there is currently no signal. Then, I'll connect the other end of the coaxial cable to the antenna port on the back of the TV. Look at that! The TV is picking up a perfectly clear digital signal. As I flip through the channels, you can see how well this homemade antenna works. We've turned scrap materials into a highly effective device. To really show you the difference, I'll disconnect the antenna. See, no signal immediately returns. But once I reconnect it, bam! Instant channels. It's working exactly as intended. If you enjoyed this project and found it inspiring, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below telling me what other DIYs you'd like to see. Don't forget to subscribe for more fantastic ideas. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.